we are diving right in, making sure our face is nice and moisturized. I'm using the Kylie Skin Moisturizer. Then, since we are doing our eyes first, I'm using to prime my lids the NARS Creamy Concealer. I make sure to put it under my eyes and on my eyelids. Since we are doing a very pigmented look, I want to make sure I have enough concealer to give me that vibrant color. And I do like to use my finger because I feel like it evenly coats my eyelids and I kind of get the product sealed onto my skin better, but that's just my opinion. I mean, you can use a sponge or a brush, but I like to use my finger, make sure I get it all over that eyelid and pat it down so it's not too sticky, because then it will stick to the eyeshadow and make it kind of look a little weird. So just make sure you dab it out with whatever you're using appropriately, and you coat that whole eyelid so you don't have any patches. And here is the final look of it, all smoothed down and patted. Beautiful. And now we're going in with the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. That is the color Love Letter. And I am using a Morphe brush. It is the tapered kind of fluffy end. I don't have the number, but I will link it down below. And I am doing a cut crease Valentine's Day look. This is my first time ever doing this look, so I apologize for any mistakes, but basically we are really packing it into that crease there to give it kind of a winged effect. Don't worry about that, white spot on the tip of my eyelid there, because we are going to cover that up with concealer anyways to give it a cut crease look. So basically, the main thing you want to do is just pack on the color, and it may look crazy, but you have to trust the process. Just keep on packing color as vibrant as you want it, and then once you have kind of an idea of what the shape and the color you want, go on to the next eyelid, do the same little wing look. It takes some time. I had to speed this up because this took me at least 2 hours to do this whole makeup look, so I really sped up this whole video. And you're not just sitting here thinking like, oh man, this is a long ass video, so I just cut down. But we're gonna go in with another color now, a deeper red, because I felt like that Love Letter wasn't, I don't know, pigmented enough, I guess you could say. But I'm using a fluffier brush now to give it a all over blend, and I'm just putting it slightly on top of it, and yes, it looks insane, I will give it to you. But like I said, trust the process. Slowly but surely everything comes together, and with this fluffy brush I'm just blending it as much as I can to give it a more red undertone to it, because the Love Letter is kind of purple and I wasn't really liking it that much, so I wanted it a red. And here we go. I'm just buffing and buffing and buffing. Basically, your best friend when you're doing these kind of looks are just blending and blending and blending until you have your desired color and desired dimension. And earlier you saw me talking to my man because our son had woken up, and if you hear him now during this voiceover, I apologize, but he's only 4 months old. So now we're going to go in and do the cut crease with the same concealer I had used to prime the lid, the NARS concealer. And this takes practice, let me tell you. I have done cut creases before, but never this kind of winged cut crease. I've only done like the lid without the wing, and it took me quite some time, so I really sped this up because I took at least 25 minutes on just doing the cut creases on my eyelids. I'm definitely going to try doing this look a lot more often so I have more of muscle memory when doing the cut crease, but it takes some time. And I went down into my nose area in between, where the inner corner is, because I felt like there was too much pigment and eyeshadow there. So I'm just cleaning it all up, getting that desired wing look. It takes time and practice and patience. Don't get discouraged if you don't get it on your first try. You can always put in some more eyeshadow if you mess up, because as you see, I cut a couple scenes. I had messed up a little bit and I had to go back in with some eyeshadow to fix the line, and it takes time. So now we're going to go in, after I did the other eye, we're going in to pat a color onto the actual concealer where you did the cut crease. That is called Cube, and this is with the Subculture Anastasia palette. I actually love this color and this pigment. Sorry, there was a little fluff on that brush. But this eyeshadow is kind of weird but so cool because it looks white on the actual palette, but when you put it on your lid, it's pink. It's like a pink white. I really can't describe it, but I love it so much, and I thought it fit perfectly for this makeup look for Valentine's Day. And I'm just really packing it on there, making sure that that color is vibrant and packed onto my lid, because you know, for Valentine's Day you're trying to look your best. So that is the plan here, and I'm just going to continue to pack on that color until I'm satisfied. Here we're going in with a smaller brush from Morphe, and I'm just trying to add a dimension to that line, make it really deep. And I'm cleaning it up with that other brush that I used to pack on the color on my lid. Here is a liquid eyeshadow from Stella. I think I'm saying it right, I'm not sure. But I'm using an eyeliner brush. This is from Amazon. I have no idea the name. I just bought it a long time ago. But I'm trying my best here. I saw this on TikTok and I decided to give it an attempt. And I did have some eyeliner on it from before, so you might see some darkness in it, but it gave the whole look kind of a nice dimension, so I'm not unsatisfied. And here we go. We're just making that cute little winged look. Here we're going in with a lighter color for the brow bone. I don't really do my eyebrows unless I'm doing a full face with like foundation and everything, and I just personally don't like doing my eyebrows. I have nice eyebrows anyways. I just like my eyebrows normal. That's just my opinion. So here I'm just going in and packing that color, and then I'm gonna buff it out with that fluffy brush from before to make sure it's all nice and evenly blended and beautiful. Blending, like I said, is your best friend here. You're just going to want to blend. Now for most people's favorite part, the lashes. For me, it takes me some time to put on lashes. I am no freaking expert because I kind of suck at it. But I do have a process and a way I like doing it, because I want to make sure that my lashes look perfect. And I hate a gap in between, so it takes me some time. I do use a really pointy tweezer. So if you guys want like a separate, you know, eyelash kind of install video, let me know in the comments below. I'll go ahead and make one. But for now, here's how I put on my lashes. Now I'm going in with some mascara. This is from Chanel. This is a sample that my mom had given me, so I was just trying it out for the first time, and I actually really like it. Surprisingly, I don't have any really high-end products like that, except for some like Armani lip gloss or lipstick that you're gonna see later on in the video. But I really like this mascara. It doesn't give you super volume, but it's nice. Finally, we are going in and doing our face. Here we are priming with the Professionals from Benefit. I love this primer so much. You'll see it in my other videos. It lays your foundation or concealer to your face beautifully. I love it so much. So basically I'm blending it out with my fingers. I was talking to my man again because our baby is cuckoo. And here I'm going in with my Ride or Die concealer. I love this concealer. It is amazing. NARS, you did it amazing. So I'm basically putting it under my eyes, the sides of my nose, my chin, my jawline and forehead, you know, doing a contour slash conceal slash foundation look. Like I said, I don't really use foundation every day or really at all. My trick is concealer. I really love concealer, especially this one because it's such a good coverage. It's not super coverage, but it also isn't cakey. I don't know. I really can't describe it. I just love this concealer so much, and I'm blending it in with a dry beauty blender. I was just too lazy to wet the beauty blender, so I just went in with it dry. And here I wasn't satisfied with the coverage, so I just put a little bit more on. And I'm also putting concealer on my lips. This is how I get my lips to look bigger and fuller than what they actually are. Ooh, a little dancing moment. Ooh, ooh. And now I'm going to contour. I'm using the Anastasia contour palette. Now, I did make a mistake, guys. Please don't judge me. I thought this color was going to be not so drastic, but it turned out to be a lot more orange than I anticipated. And you'll see me realizing that right there that it was a lot more orange. And now I'm just gonna correct my errors basically, and I'm going to blend it out as best as I can. I always put it in my cheek area, just below the jawbone. Also, I put it on my forehead. I want to give myself a tanner look because I'm so white right now with, well, not white, but pale, I guess you can say, because it's winter here and I can't get a tan. So I'm trying to give myself a fake tan here. Basically, we're just buffing and buffing and buffing until you can't buff no more. And I put it around my nose because I do like to give dimension to my nose. I go in with this smaller brush here to give my nose a little slimmer effect. I did break my nose a while ago, maybe like 5 years ago. So my nose isn't perfectly straight. It is kind of a insecurity of mine. But I also go around and put the contour kind of around my lips because it gives you a shadow to make your lips bigger. Here I'm going in with this Revlon or Revolution, I think. Revlon, what the heck? Revolution powder. And I'm just using that to put onto my concealer and give myself a flawless finish and blend out all the, contour, because that contour was a little harsh. So I'm over here trying to blend it out, make it a little bit more effortless, I guess you can say. And I go back in with the brush. I don't put it back into the product. I'm just using the residual, powder that's actually on the brush to just give it a little bit more dimension. And yeah, there you go. A little bit more dancing and singing. Here is the Tarte blush. This blush is my favorite. As you can see, I've ran out of it. I love it so much. And instead of putting my blush on the tips of my cheeks, I go ahead and push it a little bit more back. It does lift your face up and kind of brighten your face more. I do put it on my nose, kind of on my forehead a little bit. Now we're going in with the Kylie highlighter. This highlighter is the first time I've used it. I don't have really anything bad to say, nor do I have anything good. It's a good highlighter. I mean, it looks good on camera. First time I'm seeing it on camera. I can't complain. It did its job. Here I'm just buffing out with the same brush that I used to put on the powder and blending everything together. I'm also doing my lips, and I'm using the MAC Soar lip liner and Armani no sé qué. I forget the name of this liquid lip. I'm so sorry. I even I scraped off the bottom, so I can't even give you the name. I'm so sorry. But I blocked off the process of putting on the lip liner because I had to use these little mirrors because I lost my big mirrors in the process of moving. Sorry, my son just woke up during this voiceover. But here is the finished product. Thank you guys for watching. Love you guys so much. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye. Oh baby, when I'm on that